Alright, good evening everybody. So it's Wednesday evening. I'm hoping that you guys are all getting online, watching your notes tonight. Tonight we're going to be covering parallel and perpendicular lines. And then tomorrow you guys will have a worksheet on that tomorrow. And then Friday we're going to be doing some group stuff dealing with graphing as well. So there will be no notes tomorrow, which is Thursday evening. So tonight's parallel and perpendicular lines. So to start off, you kind of need to know what they are. So I'm expecting you have these written down in your notes for your definitions. And the first one is parallel. For parallel lines, it means they have the same slope and different y-intercepts. Parallel lines are lines that have a different y-intercept and they will never intersect. They're parallel to each other. The perpendicular are lines that meet at a 90-degree angle, which is perpendicular lines, and that's the definition of it. And then what you need to know as far as what we're doing today is that their slopes are opposite reciprocals. Okay, so when you look at a graph like this, you have determined if the graphs are parallel. What they want to know is we're going to take them and you have to determine if they have the same slope. So the slope for the first one right here, M1, is going to be -3. For M2, I'm going to need to put this in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to start by subtracting 6x to both sides. I get 2y equals -6x minus 10. And now I'm going to divide by 2. And I get y equals -3x minus 5. And this has a y-intercept of -5. This one has a y-intercept of 4. And they do have the same slopes because my M2 here is -3. So these are parallel lines. Okay? These are parallel. And now when we get to an equation, for example 2, I'm going to be given to you a little bit different. Now remember, I'm actually going to give you an example here. Opposite reciprocals. So if I say that the slope of the first line is 1/2, then in order for these to be perpendicular, and this is the symbol for perpendicular, then that means that M2 would have to have a slope that's opposite, so it would have to be negative, and the reciprocal of 1/2 is going to be 2. So that's all it means by opposite reciprocals. So in example 2, they actually I'm doing a parallel line again. It could have been perpendicular, it wouldn't even have mattered. So parallel line means that it has to be parallel to y equals x minus 5. All that this tells us here is this gives us my slope. So my slope then has to be the same as this one, which is going to be 1. And now I have a point, so I'm going to use point slope form with my slope and get my equation. So I'll actually type this in here. And you get y minus y1 is 1 equals m, we just determined was 1, times x minus x1 is 4. And let me actually move this up here. And then once I do this, we're going to distribute here. So the 1 gets distributed in. So you've got y minus 1 equals x minus 4. And I'm going to, let me actually fix this so that you don't get it confused with a 4. So this is a minus 1. So now I'm going to add 1 to both sides. And I get y equals x minus 3. And that gives me the equation of the line. It has a different y-intercept and the same slope, so it is parallel to the equation y equals x minus 5. If you were asking for perpendicular line, it'd be done exactly the same way. The only difference is that my slope that I would need would have to be the opposite reciprocal of the slope that was given. So you guys will be working on this in class tomorrow. I hope you guys do alright with it. If you do have any questions, make sure you submit them on my website, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great night, and I look forward to talking to you guys again on Friday. All right, bye.